Got a very special guest in the house with me. Sitting in front of me today, I got the head honcho of Lavender Boys, man. I'm really excited to do this interview. Something we've been talking about for a little while. I noticed this guy in the company a little while back on another podcast and started looking into the company and stuff like that. And they've been making big moves, man. So I'm really excited to do this. A real stand-up guy, a real cool dude, man. I like what they got going on over there. So this was real important for me to share with everybody, man. Filthee, thank you for doing this interview, man.
Oh, man, thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate it, man.
For sure.
You and your whole audience, bro. It's going to be fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Greatly appreciate it, man. I want to start at the beginning, man. So what was your introduction to cannabis like, man, your early days?
Well, I mean, I'm originally from Harlem, New York City. So cannabis to me was introduced on a street level. You know what I'm saying? More through my family. You know, I'm from a very drug cultured family, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Where like everything was kind of accepted in our family. You know, so cannabis was introduced to me at a very, very young age.
Okay. So yeah, so you saw it early then, and you
Super
saw it, like
early.
you said, Harlem, New York. So that was a whole different type of upbringing from a lot of people, you know, especially being from the South. I mean, it was a totally different thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, the whole projects and the whole inner cities and the way cannabis was over there was different than I think anywhere else, because it was, like I said, it was more accepted. You know what I'm saying? In my family, anyway. You know,
Really?
as far as yeah, like I smoked with my mom and dad at an early age. I think I was like maybe 13, 14. Started smoking with my mom
Wow.
and dad.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I'm
is
saying?
early. And the fact that your parents brought you into it and were just kind of like introducing it to you, like that's a different way.
Well, I was already introduced to it before my parents. I was
Okay.
introduced to it through like my uncles.
Right.
You know, because I have a lot of uncles, so they were, you know.
I got you.
And I remember at a young age, man, at a very young age, I was probably like maybe like 10 years old. I had an uncle that had AIDS at a very young age. It was my mom's youngest brother, and he used to make me roll his joints.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was super sick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you had to roll the joints for him.
Yeah, so I rolled the joints for him. I think I was like 10 years old, man.
Damn. So how was that, seeing the effects of it? Because not only did you get introduced to it at an early age, but from that you got to see the real beneficial effects from it, man. So like, did that impact you as a kid?
It did, but I didn't realize it till later on that like the medicinal part of it, right? So
Right,
like,
right.
you know, it's like, you know, I didn't realize at 10 years old that I was actually helping my uncle, you know, because he had a sickness and the cannabis was the only thing, you know, back then when AIDS hit, we're talking about the 80s, right? So like when AIDS hit, you know, no one knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that they did know about AIDS is that cannabis would make you eat.
Oh, okay.
Because AIDS patients weren't able to eat. That's why they
The
lost
chemo
so
would
much.
kill the
right.
appetite.
They lost so much weight.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's with cancer.
Yeah.
The chemo.
Oh, okay. So
We're talking about just AIDS.
So that was just killing the weight then.
AIDS was just killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just taking their weight away. You know what I'm saying? So
oh, damn.
the only thing that would you know, make people eat was cannabis. But they knew that. You know, the cannabis community knew that, and people that smoke cannabis knew that.
Yeah.
But so at 10 years old, I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it till older later on that that from the gate, I was on a municipal level, like as far as cannabis, you know what I'm saying? Recreational for sure, but it started on a medical level because it started with me rolling joints for my uncle that was sick.
Yeah, damn. So I mean, it had to hit different for you and mean something different to you then.
Later on.
I mean? Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually. You know, when I learned about it and understood the plant.
When did that time come? Like, when did it really become serious for you? And like, when did you kind of understand?
I didn't really understand the plant till like maybe in my like 30s, you know, like maybe like about 20 years ago.
Okay, so in your 30s, it took for then before you realize like all the kind of the benefits and how deep it really can get.
Yeah, everything else before that was just on a beneficial level, on a money level, a recreational level, hustling level, what I'm
Right.
saying, supporting level, a survival level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything was on that level.
Yeah.
When it came to cannabis, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
get it.
it supported my living habits, it supported my music, it supported my clothing, it supported my everything about me, right? It was part of my culture since it was such a young age. When I got older, it was just like I didn't look at it as like a drug. I just looked at it as another commodity, another thing to sell.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So it
got
was
you.
like cannabis became that. Now, later on, as I got older and I started getting into the plant and learning about the plant, that's when it kind of really got deep, when I started learning about lineage and learning about genetics and started learning about like, the difference and stuff like that between plants. I started being around a lot of growers and a lot of different people within the cannabis industry. See,
Right.
the first part of your life, you just with street hustlers.
Right, right. And I know Harlem, New York, I mean, y'all are hustlers. Y'all are natural born hustlers up there. Y'all
Yeah.
get to it, man. Yeah, that's what y'all are known for.
Yes,
So, I
sir.
mean, you had that in you from the get go.
Right.
So,
So the only thing that when I turned 20 years old is when I went to the West Coast.
okay.
So when I went to the West Coast and I went to Cali, I wind up, being out in Cali for like 30 years.
Wow. So you put the time in out there.
Yeah, 30 years in Cali. So I was out in Cali at the like the cusp of before anybody knew about OG. Even in California, I'm talking about. No, like they weren't even, everything was about chronic and dro and
Yeah, yeah.
the word Kush wasn't even created yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
OG Kush, none of that shit was even around yet. You know what I'm saying? So like I was in those beginning stages of seeing all that out in
Wow.
California. So that being part of that kind of like gave me the education about the plant. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like put me in a circle of like real growers and real people who did it. I'm talking, and I'm
Yeah.
not talking about like, I'm talking about closet growers.
Yeah, real pioneers in the game.
Real
that had,
pioneers,
didn't have
man.
all the access to all the resources
That's
and everything
right.
that we got now to work with.
That's right. They made
So,
it. They made it pop for whatever they had right
What-
there. They made it go.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the hell of a group to learn from, if anybody,
Right.
to be hopping in the game and learning to get in the game from. And then at a young age, you started at 20, you hopped out there. So, I mean, I know that experience had to be crazy once you first hopped out. And then what was the biggest thing you took from that? I know those guys were giving you game and the people were giving you game out there, but what was the biggest thing you took from that experience, that stretch being out there?
I mean, I'm still out there, so like I still
Yeah.
learn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still learn. So it's like, I don't had the privilege and the blessings to be around a lot of dope ass growers and and I come from a music background, so the music kind of put me in another arena, for cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't realize that like the community of cannabis that just smoke cannabis, that's its own community, right? But then you have every subculture community that smokes
Right.
cannabis, from rock and roll to hip hop to
Right.
racing cars, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
To everything, right? So to athletes. So being out in Hollywood and California kind of put me in a lot of different circles.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To really push my agenda for cannabis.
Right.
And I think that was the key, is being able to maneuver in
Right.
different circles.
Yeah, because you can network with anybody, and I mean that's that'll get you into a lot of places and make a lot of connections that can be very beneficial for you.
Right.
So and I know you mentioned the music. I wanted to get into that a little bit too. So out of the music, the merch and the fashion, and the cannabis, which one of those kind of like which one of those were you serious about first?
Well, I think all of them, because the cannabis is what supported the the music
Right.
and the clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like the cannabis has always been kind of like my Federal Reserve Bank. You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you. Yeah, I got you.
It's been my my investor. Cannabis has been my investor since day one.
Yeah.
So like it's been taking me through all the different arenas and all the different places I've been going, for music for fashion, for everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I'm saying like that the main part of cannabis for me is kind of educating myself and kind of educating other people on the plant.
Right. Yeah, I think that's very, very important. And
Yes.
that's something I like to, capitalize on. Is why I like to do things like this. You know what I mean? And just like we said earlier, networking and just, sharing experiences, also sharing knowledge and things like that, sharing game. That's
100%.
that's very important, man, for sure. So I want to talk about whenever you started up Lavender Boys, man. So where did the name come from, and when was that you started that up?
So Lavender Boys was created during COVID.
Okay.
I was already doing the weed, and I was already doing marketing, branding with the music and all that. But during COVID, something happened where like a lot of people started coming out with like say like real funny bags and real cute bags and real design bags, but they weren't real growers and they weren't real brands, right?
Right.
They were just a bunch of people putting weed in bags, and I was like, damn, you know what? The game's gonna get fooled by a bunch of fucking trickery,
Right.
right? So
The
I was
bags.
like, I grow, I got my own grows, I've been doing this forever. Everybody is saying, Filthee, you need to do a brand, man. You need to do your weed. Because I was already doing the clothing. You know what I mean? At the time, I already had 2 clothing brands.
Okay.
So I had this clothing brand, Rich Scampy, and this other clothing brand called Birthplace USA. So the clothing thing was kind of easy to take if I was to do a cannabis brand, to take it vertical. Because I'm
Right.
already doing the clothing, right? It's already in stores and everything. So when Lavender Boys was born, I was like, we had to come up with something different and something that's powerful. So lavender is a color of royalty.
Okay.
It's only of kings and queens.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So and the scent of lavender is one of the most powerful essential oils on the planet.
Really?
The plant lavender, yes. So
Y'all heard that.
yeah, I'm sure everyone out there knows,
Yeah.
that lavender oil is a very powerful essential
Yeah.
oil. It's very healing. You know what I'm saying? It's used for a lot of inflammation, a lot of relaxation. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the multi-purpose use of that name and that plant was powerful to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just like cannabis. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the boys, the Lavender Boys, was to embrace not just men, but all men and women. It was like a conglomerate because we wind up have to start Lavender Girls.
Yeah.
Because the women was like, what about the Lavender Girls?
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So we wind up doing the whole Lavender Girls, and then we wind up dropping the Lavender Boys and Lavender Girls for certain collections and just doing the LVNDR. You know what I'm saying? Which is the
Right.
the initials for lavender. So, there's a lot of things that that came to that name and how we structured it and how we,
Yeah.
we rolled it out,
Yeah.
But we've only been here for 3 years for Lavender Boys as a brand.
Okay.
About 3 years, but man, it feels like we've been doing this shit for 30 years because I've been doing it for forever.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But the branding and the marketing is a whole different beast than just selling weed. Because when it comes to the cannabis industry, it's almost like the weed is the last thing you sell.
Really.
Yeah, it's the brand, right? You selling the lifestyle and the culture. So,
Right. Yeah, you're right. You got to
So-
create the feeling and the lifestyle in the community first, and then
Then you sell the
then
weed.
you'll sell the weed. Yeah. Ain't that a something?
Yeah,
Right?
so it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm coming from an era where you sold the weed.
Yeah.
That's
then-
my era. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You sell the weed first. The product always sold itself,
It
right?
always sells itself.
But now we're in a new era where the product is second and the lifestyle sell first.
Right.
Like you buying into, like if you buying into Backpack Boys or Jungle Boys or Cookies or anything, right?
Right.
You buying into their lifestyle. You're not buying the weed is secondary.
Yeah.
Weed is secondary. You buying it because you like their clothes, you like their accessories. You like
Something about it outside of the
weed.
Outside of the weed, like you said, is secondary.
That's right.
That is the state of the game nowadays.
And that's
That
the
is
state
how
of
it
the
is.
game. That's
Yeah.
right. Right. And if you notice, like, it's all like minority group. It's all minority
Yeah.
brands. You know, there's no like all the corporate brands has kind of died out or bleeded out. It's
Yeah.
all minority brands that are doing it.
And I definitely have seen that too. I worked in the industry a little bit during the pandemic. I worked in Vegas out for a year in 2019, and then I worked in Portland, Oregon, in 2020 to 21. So I definitely saw like during that time, you know, the same thing we've been speaking about. But I think now there is something too, like you said, that's definitely facts what you're saying about how there is a transformation now. It's going back to the people. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Yep.
Like the big corporation and stuff, they were, you know, obviously the money gonna talk at the beginning, but the
We're gonna
people
have just a
want
little bit of time though
yeah,
before we get pushed out again, right? So like we had all this time to make all this money in the black market, and now when it went legal in every state, they're kind of like messing minorities and pushing minorities to the back, right?
right,
You know what I'm saying? It's like they come up with this bullshit social equity programs and all that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
It's like to keep minorities at bay, so all these other rich white people and corporate people could come buy the licenses up and own the real estate and own all that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how it's working right now. But what's going on is that the culture and the community don't fuck with them.
no,
Yeah.
they never will.
They never
You know what
will.
I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come back to it's coming back to like minority brands, like you said right now. But then you have another phase that's gonna come in right now, and that's gonna be like big pharma and big tobacco. You know, they're gonna come in right now, you know, and they're gonna control a big part of this cannabis industry where it's gonna leave the small. It's imagine Walmart coming into your backyard and you had a little bodega.
Like yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? He's taking you out.
Yeah,
You know, that's kind of like a big pharma and you
That's
know,
what they're trying to
tobacco's
do.
gonna do. Well, not what they're trying. They're
that's
gonna
what they're
do.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's just inevitable, right? So
yeah,
if that shit was to go federal and we had federal reform and the banking system and all them was to go with federal reform and go with cannabis, from one day to the next, you'll see big tobacco and pharma take over the game.
you
They have
think
too much money.
So is there any way to combat that? You think?
Nope. You either join them, or you get, you know,
Get rolled over,
that's it.
essentially. Damn. So what was it like being licensing for you? What was it like getting licensing? Because I mean, you got products on shelves. I mean,
Smoky in this bitch.
globally. Hell yeah, we got this bitch fogged out. So what was it like for you, man? I mean, you've got products. Lavender Boys has got products globally. I mean, so what was it like for licensing and you know and getting your products on shelves around the world?
Well, a lot of leverage, you know, and a lot of dealing with the right people, you know what I'm saying, and just positioning myself as a brand and showing the value as a brand, you know what I'm saying, so I could bring something to the table, you know, because someone with a lot of money is just someone with a lot of money.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But someone that's creative and got a concept and got a movement is something powerful. And with money behind that is even more powerful.
That's a fact.
You know, so that's what I was able to show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was able to show that so I could get myself in a position where I could get global distribution, like as far as like on an exporting level. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're licensed in Thailand. We're licensed in South Africa. We're licensed in California. Going for our license in New York and Florida. You know, so we're focused definitely in the U.S. because the U.S. is where we're from, but we're super focused on a global export level.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we got huge grows in Thailand. You know, where we're gonna be exporting, you know, every month huge amounts of cannabis. You know, medical cannabis.
That's
you know,
amazing.
all tested, all FDA approved. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like
Official.
you know,
Official. Super official.
Yeah. So, and you know, it's like I said, man. It's either I tell people, man, it's you either you're either seeing it, the future, and jumping on them steps and taking a risk, you know, because it's all a risk. You know what I'm saying? So, like as a brand and as a business, I'm taking a huge risk, but I believe in the brand that much that I could take that risk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
100%.
so that's the reason why I made these moves at this time, is so we could position ourselves in the cannabis game for later on, so we don't go nowhere. So
Yeah.
next 100 years.
Oh yeah, Lavender Boys is here to stay, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you're putting your staple around. I mean, globally.
Globally.
Yeah, you guys have been doing your thing. Like you spoke on Thailand too, and I mean, that was just recently. I wanted to ask you about that too. I mean, you guys had a ball. You had a time in Thailand, man. That shit looked epic.
Thailand was dope, man.
How was that experience, man?
So Thailand is, it's amazing to see, because I've been going to Thailand for probably about like 15 years now.
Okay.
And they went from a country that was that would put you in prison for life, or put you in front of a firing squad, you know what I'm saying, for cannabis. So now to see it, that it's everywhere. There's over 5,600 legal dispensaries in Thailand. Every dispensary got a crazy experience. I'm talking about consumption lounge, cafe lounge, club, all in one place. Some of them a lot of them are in pool resorts, cannabis dispensaries, so the experiences are out of this world in Thailand.
Wow, so they're wide open, and like you said,
I wasn't sure
if they were.
They're way ahead of us.
So they are already public consumption. The lounges and stuff are already established.
Imagine if you had dispensaries in fucking Vegas and you could smoke weed at the poolside.
Yeah, I mean, I used to think about it all the time whenever I used to be
Imagine
there.
if there was a cannabis hotel, a cannabis resort.
Right.
That's what it is in Thailand. There's cannabis resorts.
Yeah. And I mean, there's talks of things like that in Vegas and Cali and certain places like that, in Denver and places that are like a little bit trying to get on board with the.
But they only been legal for 2 years.
That's it.
2 years.
And that's it.
But they see it, you know what I'm saying? And then I think the government got it kind of correct over there. They look at cannabis as a fruit, as agriculture. They don't tax it.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's no tax on it either.
There's no tax on the agriculture level. You know what I'm saying? There's only tax when you start opening up dispensaries and stuff like that.
Okay, then you have to pay.
Then you have to pay taxes.
Because you're making transactions and all that kind of stuff.
But it's still a lot cheaper than the U.S. I think it's only maybe 20% in Thailand. Over here in the U.S., I think you're paying 38%, some shit like that.
Yeah, the taxes out here or over here are crazy. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. And our money goes a long way over there, I heard. So, you know what I mean? Like you're probably getting some real good smoke for not even, you ain't even breaking your pockets.
And they're more of a sativa based country, so they don't have
interesting
a lot of indicas that are smacking.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing over there the genetics that is smacking. We're bringing over. Yeah, so I got my cultivators, original Cali cultivators is my grow team out of California. They're the ones that grow for my legal grow in California. So that's the team I'm taking to Thailand and to South Africa to grow and to do everything over there. So we already got the facility built in Thailand. We'll probably be out there, start planting our first clones in probably another 45 days.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
So, and then from there, man, it's, we're talking about a 90,000 square foot facility,
Doing it big. It big.
Yeah, we're talking about over 1,000 lights.
Yeah, it's gonna get serious over there. That's great though, man.
Yeah, so
that's great.
It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be.
Might as well. I mean, like you said, they're wide open over there for it, and I mean, if they're doing it the right way and it's flourishing, why not, man?
Yeah. They got the consumer.
Yeah. How were the products over there? Like the things that were the native flower and all that kind of native products. How were they?
Great.
I
met some great Thai farmers.
Nice.
Some great cultivators out there.
Yeah.
That I'm going to be working with too.
Okay.
Out there, you know what I'm saying? Because the one thing about it is we can't bring no weed from Cali out there. Everything has to be Thai grown. That's why we got our facility out there. You know what I'm saying? So everything we could bring our genetics.
Yeah.
But not our fucking.
But not flower products and things like that.
Not finished product.
Right, finished product.
Yeah. It has to be Thai grown.
Okay.
Which is dope.
Yeah, right.
Because you get the Thai people involved.
I get it.
Get jobs and everything like that.
It'll bring some money to the land and the areas and all that good stuff.
And you become part of the community, right? They don't feel like you're just coming in, robbing from them and leaving and taking their money and taking their stuff, right? You become part of that. And not only that, this is the great thing about it. It's so new over there that we get to be a part of that and build a cannabis community over there. Because right now in Thailand, it's a privilege. they don't really have a cannabis community.
Yeah. It's so early.
It's so
I mean,
early.
y'all are jumping in the game
super early. And we're developing that cannabis community with all the dispensaries, with all the people, you know what I'm saying, out in Thailand and stuff, and really, really developing a great relationship. And, you know, Lavender Boys is going to be huge out there, man.
That's great,
Huge. We're starting lavender lounges, and they're going to be multi-level, like the bottom floor is going to be like a micro dispensary. The middle floor would be like a consumption lounge, and the top floor would be like a restaurant type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of big plans for Thailand.
Yeah. A lot of great stuff in store, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, definitely experience it too. I got to get over there, man.
Definitely got to get over there.
Yeah, I got to get over there and experience that, man. That's fire. I also seen whenever y'all over there, y'all do a lot of stuff for the kids and stuff too, man. Like that's really dope, man.
Yeah, man. We go to orphanage.
Ask you about that too. How was that?
Yeah, so you know, if you know Thailand has a bad problem with, you know, with abandoned kids because of the prostitution and you know the sex trafficking in Thailand. So, you know, a lot of kids are you know, just abandoned without mothers and fathers, and orphanages are everywhere out there. So, you know, we try to go there and give back to the orphanage, and whether it's money, whether it's toys, you know, whatever. This time we gave a PlayStation 5. They ain't never seen a PlayStation 5.
Wow, and y'all were able to give him one over there.
Yeah, we gave them a PlayStation 5.
I know they went nuts, right?
Oh my gosh, they were going crazy. So besides giving them all money, we gave them a PlayStation 5 so they could really enjoy it and like have fun with something, and you know what I'm saying, and something new.
Right.
You know?
Right. And so, I mean, like you said, I know that's new and life changing for them, man. Like,
and for us, it's nothing, right? We all buy our kids, our nephews, PlayStation 5s all the time, right? That's everyday
stuff for us.
So imagine buying a third world country, like you have 50 kids right there.
Change their whole life.
Boys and girls, just something to have fun with, man.
Something they could talk about forever, man. Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's great. So what made you want to do that? I mean, I know you do toy drives before too, also over here and stuff. So what got you started with doing that, helping other kids?
I do my toy drives every year at Jacoby Hospital in the Bronx, New York. I do it in my projects in Douglas Projects in Harlem. You know, so it's just a way of me, you know, giving back and being fortunate to, you know, live a better life and being one of those ones to make it out, you know what I'm saying? But make it out and not forget about all my brothers. Like, man, I go back to my projects. I got all my peoples I was raised with. We still tight, you know what I'm saying? Like I never left, you know? So, you know, I like to, I've been doing it probably for about, I don't know, 16 years, man.
Damn, that's awesome. That's awesome. And you be doing it back to where you grew up at, you know what I mean? Going back to the home, but going back to the block, man.
That's it, man.
That's what it's about.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man.
Never
that's
forgetting,
awesome.
You know, where you come from, but more than that, you know, just like never forgetting your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of like make you, right? You know, even though, you know, you are who you are, like the way you're made up in the fabric of you is the people that was raised around you. Friends, family, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of people is super important to me.
For sure. And that being said, so how was the process for you for picking your team for Lavender Boys?
It's all vibe, man. It's like I gotta feel the person. I gotta vibe with the person. I can't feel like, you know, any type of negative about that person, you know what I'm saying? And I leave it all up to God. I leave it up to God to put those people in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I meet them across the way, but I feel like when I meet them, they're put in my path for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So that's kind of how I choose the people I mess with, man.
Yeah.
Because you know, we all could be bad judges of character, but if we put it in God's hands, you know, I think there ain't no way that you could be a bad judge of character that way. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of leave it, and it's done me justice. I ain't had no bad apples in the tree.
That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. It's like you said, hey, man, it don't work out like that for everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a blessing. But that's what you know, that's what happens when you put it in God's hands, though. I like to operate in the same way. So, you know what I mean? I love to hear stuff like that. And that's how it does work out, man.
It really does, man.
Because it can get messy out here. So that's definitely good to hear.
Yep.
So, you know, you travel with your team. Y'all go everywhere around the world and all that kind of stuff like that. What's one of the best experiences you've had traveling you know, globally, anywhere?
I mean, I would have to go back to Thailand. I think Thailand is kind of like one of those places where you always like see in a movie. Like imagine going out right, you're in a toot toot and you're going down the side of the road and someone's over there with their elephant on the side of the road and on the other side is monkeys just running around and like it's just like a whole nother thing. And then like every island is like a postcard.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to look crazy, like some
Everything's like
screensaver shit.
yeah,
Like it's
everything
just
is a screensaver, man. It's so beautiful. Um, Parts of the Caribbean's like that too. You know what I'm saying? I like parts of the Caribbean. But I haven't really ventured into Europe. I'm more of like a Caribbean, Southeast Asian type of dude. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? My next stop would probably be like Maldives.
I heard it's beautiful there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it always look the pictures always
And
look
that's right
incredible.
there by Thailand too. So all that stuff is like I feel like all the most beautiful stuff like Vietnam, Laos, Indonesia, you're right there by China, Hong Kong, Japan. All that is a hop, skip, and jump. Even Australia, all that shit
Really?
is yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
hop,
right
skip,
there.
and a jump from Thailand. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're on the equator. The weather's
Damn.
always beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's one of those places, man. That's there's really no rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they're loose. So they're loose out there with the rules and kind of stuff like that. Like, they
yeah,
live a little looser out there.
yeah, a lot looser. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, as far as like, you ain't gotta. There ain't no like driving rules. You ain't gonna have no cops pull you over.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's a third world country. It's like everybody's on a moped or a toot toot. You know,
yeah.
and but even the clubs and the just the lifestyle out there is they don't harass you really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it is a third world country, so you do see a lot of crazy shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Thailand would probably be my best experiences.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Definitely bathing with elephants. I ain't never bathed with elephants, so like to bathe with elephants was kind of like a highlight too. Went in there, scrubbed them, chill
Damn.
with them. You know what I'm saying? Like feeding them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Like
that was
some real. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
cause you don't
because the
get
real people don't ride them. They don't
Oh,
ride
really?
elephants. Yeah, like they don't put those like tourists or like attraction sites put those big things on elephants.
Yeah, the big saddles or whatever, and then the people jump up there on them.
Yeah, bro.
They
Like
don't
those
do that.
nah, because those things cripple elephants and they those actually hurt elephants, right? So like real Thai people don't ride elephants like that. And if you ride it bareback.
Mm.
You
Just
grab his head.
respect the animal.
Yeah, you respect the animal. He'll put you up on there. You could climb up on there. You hold his hair back there, but that's a rough ride too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would imagine with nothing just bare, like shit. Yeah, shit. That's crazy.
But I
though.
did it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I done it. I did the bareback. I done bathed with them. I done fed with. You know what I mean? So like kind of like, it was dope. Fed the monkeys. Went to a monkey sanctuary where like it's like a million monkeys everywhere, bro.
Did they? So like, were they wilding out? Like,
They don't.
Were they? Were
They
they? Were
don't
they?
wild out, but you have to keep certain things like you can't be like having your phone out, your hat on. Someone's gonna
snatch
try to
it.
snatch
They
it.
gonna
Yeah.
they snatch stuff. So don't be having loose stuff. Probably.
Yeah, because they want you to give them fruit to get it back.
Oh, okay. Because they
Monkey
smart.
out there are
They
thieves.
smart. Yeah, they smart. They know what
Thieves.
time it is. They know the tourists coming. They say, "Yeah, I'm gonna take something from them so
Yeah.
I can, get something in return."
Yeah.
That's funny as hell, man.
So I went out there this time and I went to the sanctuary and fed all the monkeys. I got a bunch of baskets. They give you like you could buy baskets of fruit and bananas and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And you just go wild with them. You know what I'm saying? They don't mess with you. They don't jump on you or nothing. They just sit there and they stand up and wait for you to feed them.
Damn. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man.
Damn, that's wild.
So they're
Yeah, I
not.
gotta
They're
experience
wild.
some shit like
They're
that.
wild, but they're respectful because of all the tourists there. They know that they're gonna get fed, right? So they don't wild out on you.
Yeah, they're
like
not
that.
gonna wild on you.
Yeah.
They know, okay, yeah, these people are gonna. They come here all the time. They're gonna bring us some food. This is a normal thing.
Crazy.
They're used to it. That's
Crazy,
crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
I
you
would
get
love to
great
experience that.
experiences like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the ocean, forget it.
I'm
Forget
saying
it.
the
Forget
water
it.
on these islands and shit. You talking
Forget-
Maldives,
Bro,
the fucking
everything is an aquarium. Everything's an aquarium.
see right through it, huh?
Everything's an aquarium.
Man,
It's
So,
crazy.
do you have any plans to? I know you already expanded to Thailand and all that kind of stuff. What about like? I know you said you haven't really been over to Europe and kind of stuff like that. What about like Amsterdam or Australia? I don't know what the laws are in Australia, but you got any plans to expand outside
Yeah.
over there?
So the two places we plan on expanding in Europe is probably the UK and
Okay.
Spain.
Ooh, okay. I forgot about Spain. Yes,
Yeah.
I
So
think they Spain has got a little bit of cannabis
they've been
community,
for a
right? They've
while.
been doing
Yeah,
some
for a
stuff.
while.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
Spanibus. They got a bunch of
That's it.
a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of big things that happen in Spain with cannabis. So Spain is a big one. But all those places we're gonna be exporting to already. So we
Okay.
probably we have presence there. So we definitely gonna eventually start going there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Dope.
definitely UK, because UK I think they're gonna start the whole flower thing soon. Because right now UK is all about vapes. You could
So
just get
UK's on vapes heavy right now.
yeah vape heavy right now. So
Okay.
when they start the flower, which will be soon, you'll see an infiltration of flower in UK.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. That's great, man. That's that's I really like how y'all are, expanding the brand and all that type of shit. I mean, and that's big. Everybody's not doing that, you know what I mean, and not really touching the, you know what I mean? It's more to just than just putting your products on the shelves. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You guys are really, like we spoke about the toy drive and things like that. Like y'all are really connecting with the people, connecting and doing work with these native and these hometown growers wherever you go.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that and there's a difference in that besides just trying to get, white label and slap some stuff in some bags like we've been talking about. Because we know that's the wave and that's easy to do. But I mean, to really, make an impact and to really put your foundation and put your stamp on something, I mean, that's big. That's important,
I
man.
appreciate it. Yeah,
For
that's
sure. For
that's
sure.
definitely the whole plan with this is to like stay here for a very long time, keep the farms going. You know what I'm saying? Keep developing new genetics. As long as we keep developing new genetics, Lavender Boys won't go nowhere. As long
That's a
as we keep
fact.
owning our farms,
That's a
and
fact.
we won't go nowhere because the farm is the backbone to the brand.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
is being able to own your own farms and being able to own your own genetics and being able to really cultivate those, with a good team.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's a good foundation to start.
That's the key.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
some game right there. Y'all heard
That's the
that
key.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's the key. So, you know, um, growers are kind of like graffiti writers. I say,
Okay.
they're their own industry. They're their own, they're introverted type of people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah, they're definitely
saying?
not gonna be. In my experience too, I mean, I've
You
met
won't see
just
them
a few.
out in a
They're not gonna
bars
be
too
out.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be real like talkative and boastful type
Well,
of
not
guys.
only that, because they're always on their grow.
Yeah.
Those
Oh
are
yeah,
your
they're always
babies.
putting time in that. Yeah, like they
Yes.
really care about that. That's the passion, like you mean. That's like more than a job to
Yep.
them. Like
Yep.
that's a lifestyle
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
most of them are usually in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, yeah, I experienced that a lot in Oregon, man. I
Yeah.
had to go to the farms and stuff like that,
Up in the
man.
mountains, right?
Yeah, I had to go to Medford, Bend, Eugene. Shit, I had to go all the way up, from top to the bottom,
Yeah.
to the coast and
Yeah.
all that kind of good shit. But, dude, yeah, they're cool people though. But I mean, you described them perfectly though, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's some definitely, that's some game for y'all. Starting off with a good grower, good cultivator, and a good team, man. And that's a hell of a place to start. And I mean, that's a great place to start because you can just start with the people that way. You know what I mean? Like cannabis brings, people together already,
Yeah.
naturally.
It's ceremonial.
That's it. That's it. And I mean, it'll bring like minds together. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And as long as you, like you said, putting God first, you going off of vibes, you know what I mean? Then I mean, hey, you
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
You
Like
can't go wrong.
you can't go wrong,
Nope.
man. Well, what's the future look like? Anything you want to let the people know or let the people want to be on the lookout for from Lavender Boys in the near future?
I mean, the as far as events we got coming up, we got the top of October we're doing our harvest taste testing for our new harvest we just cut, and we're doing that in LA and New York. Top of October in LA, and then top of November in New York, and then October 28th we're doing Kush Stock Festival in Los Angeles. So Kush Stock Festival is it's probably one of the biggest cannabis festivals of the year. Black market, white market, everybody
Yeah.
competing. It's like over 120 brands.
Yeah.
Competing and shit like that.
Yeah, I've seen some film and some footage out there. I went to Secret Sessions that was in Adelando Stadium, which is in that same, you know what I mean, where it's gonna be at. But yeah, Kushstock Festival for sure. I've been watching out for it. I'm gonna try to make it to that. But yeah, that shit's amazing.
Yeah, because you have every dope ass brand there competing, like with their best flower, their vape pens, their rosins, their concentrates, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good look for new brands, or brands trying to establish themselves.
Yeah.
That's definitely a spot you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dope because they don't let like dispensaries and corporate really like take over. It's all really brands.
Oh, okay. That's
all
dope.
brands. Yeah. So you won't find
get the
like
real,
you won't find like, oh shit, 20 dispensaries come in, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
they're selling everybody's shit.
Yeah, and they're selling everybody's shit. Yeah.
So it's dope because you can go to the brand and just get what the brand, and then you get exclusive shit from the brands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That are there.
Yeah.
That are about to drop their shit, haven't dropped yet. A lot of them drop at Kushstock.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's
like
dope.
product.
So you can get that new product and that individual brand experience right
product,
there. Just from there that you wouldn't get. Like, you know what I mean?
Else.
And it's not going to be some commercial corporate experience either. It's going to be, like you said, private, some personal experience.
And it's free. They don't charge to get in. It's the world's largest free cannabis festival.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's another great thing is like most festivals, they charge you an arm and a leg to get in. They charge you VIP access. They charge you all this bullshit, right?
Yeah. You're going to pay for everything. Yeah.
Kushstock don't charge you for nothing. They want you to spend your money with all the brands.
Wow. Damn. And that's dope that they do that. So then that inclines you to more to like, it was free. Like, I'm definitely going to go in there.
I'm definitely
fucking
going, right?
Fuck with everybody in there.
When you went to Secret Sessions, you pay to get in?
Yes. See? Yes, I did. I definitely did, damn it. That's all I was thinking. That's all I was thinking when you said that. Was like, damn, I paid to get in Secret Sessions. I definitely did. I mean, it wasn't much, but yeah, I mean, that money could have, you know what I mean? That could have went to something else,
right?
Or, you know what I mean? I could have went to a couple other booths, you know what I mean? I paid for me and my girl to go too. So that was 2 tickets we did. Yeah. And yeah, it was a hell of an experience, but free. You know what I mean?
And then you get different experiences.
How many, over 250, how many vendors did you say?
Oh, man, there's about like 150 vendors there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Secret Sesh was big, but not over 150 vendors.
Yeah, and then the good thing about Kushstock is they also have the donut cars in the parking lot, and they got the wrestling ring, and they got the performance. So they have Rhyme Fest usually does the all the entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then they have a wrestling ring, and then they have in the parking lot, they have all the cars doing all the crazy shit.
Oh, shit. So they got that going on out there in the parking lot, too. So it's a whole thing.
It's a multi-experience day.
Oh, man. Yeah, gotta see if I can experience that. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I know it'll be around for years to come, too. But I mean, yeah, for me and everybody listening, too, yeah, Kushstock. For sure.
Yeah, and then for the last 2 years that we've been out there, Lavender Boys won first place, best flower. So the first year we won best flower with the horseradish.
Right here, which is fire, by the way. I've definitely had some.
The second year we won first place with the peanut butter.
Oh,
and that was last year, which we get our trophies this year, because this is how good Kushstock is. When you win, they give you the trophies the following year to make sure you come back.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you got to come back so you can get
my trophy.
Yeah. So that's smart. That's smart.
Tell me that ain't genius.
It is. That's smart as hell.
So anyway, there you go, my man. See?
There they are. There they are, the trophies. Y'all see it right here.
Right here.
Y'all see it right here. Kushstock trophies, man. Real winners.
Yeah,
certified, man. Yeah.
First place, baby. Best flower.
There it is, right there. First. Exactly. You got
best pre-roll.
Yep. They got the hash hole, got the lavender pancake, stomper rosin. Come on, man. Best infused pre-roll, best flower, right there. Y'all see it and y'all heard it, man.
Yeah. So this year, if we win first place again, man, we'd be I think the first brand to ever win 3 years in a row.
Oh man, y'all got a three-peat, man.
We going for Pat Riley, baby.
There you go. That's what I mean. Y'all got to go ahead and get the three-peat on it, man.
We Pat Riley. We might have to make a Pat Riley bag.
Hey, for real. Hey man, that would be hit. That would hit. There it is. Hey, y'all heard it, man. Be on the lookout, man. Hey, that's it. Three-peat. Hit him with the three-peat, man.
Yeah,
Y'all got
so
it. Y'all got it,
yeah,
man.
so
Y'all got it.
this year we probably gonna enter about, we have 6 different strains we could, so we probably gonna enter at least the top 3.
Okay.
Me and my man Josh is gonna go to LA in a couple weeks, and we're gonna smoke every strain from the harvest.
Okay.
And see which one hits the hardest. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
And that's the one we gonna put in.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. That's what's up. There you go. And I mean, I got faith in y'all, man. Y'all got it. Y'all can definitely
Oh yeah,
three-peat,
yeah,
man.
it's gonna be 3-peat this.
Yeah, y'all stuff is fire, man, and y'all know what y'all doing, especially the people y'all working with too. Clearly, but yeah,
so.
man, that's what's up. I got faith in y'all for the three-peat. But let them know before we get out of here, man. Let them know where to find you on all socials and all that.
Well, on all social medias, website, everything's the same. It's Lavender Boys LA. Lavender's LAVENDER BOYS LA. All right, you can find us there, Instagram or website. You know what I'm saying? So, our events will be posted there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, check us out, man. Stay in tune.
For sure. Be on the lookout, man. And I'm Rell Jordan on Instagram, and Rolllin J's on YouTube. And man, I just want to appreciate it once again, man, for doing the interview. This is dope, man. Appreciate you taking the time out, man, sitting down. This was dope. We got this shit fogged out, man. This has been dope. I'm baked. Yeah, man, it was a great conversation. And yeah,
you smoke blunts or you just smoke joints?
Oh, I smoke blunts too, man.
Oh man, you gotta take one of these with you then.
Oh man, I greatly appreciate it. That's love, bro.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you, brother. See that? Real love. Yeah, man, I appreciate you for doing the interview, boss man.
No, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, more success, man. I can't wait to see what like you and Lavender Boys got in store for the future, man. More success. I know y'all boys gonna three-peat, and even with everything globally, man, y'all are making hella moves, and I can't wait to see what else y'all got planned.
I appreciate
man.
you, brother. Yes, sir. Stay in tune, man. We're gonna be doing this. Lavender Boys ain't going nowhere.
Y'all heard it, man. Peace.